After 12 hearings and over 100 hours of deliberations, it has come to this. Lawmakers swiftly heeded the recommendation of the House Technical Working Group to junk ABS-CBN's franchise bid at the committee level. To give us a recap, we have Mean Los Baños reporting to us live from the Batasang Pambansa. Mean, take us through the events of today.
Yes, Sean, after a series of joint committee hearings on ABS-CBN's bid for a fresh 25-year franchise, lawmakers today decided that the TV network does not deserve it. Legislative Franchises Committee Chairman Franz Alvarez introduced to the body a resolution denying the franchise application of ABS-CBN, which was the product of the TWG's recommendation. TWG Chair Deputy Speaker Pablo John Garcia said that during the meeting, it was determined that the likely consensus of the committee was to disapprove the application of ABS-CBN's franchise. Garcia said the process involved intense debates among members of the TWG. Deputy Minority Leader Carlos Zarate questioned why they were not consulted by the TWG before coming out with recommendations. He said he wanted to know how exhaustive the discussions were at the TWG before they came out with a report. But Garcia said, while it is true that not all members were consulted, the inclination of the members could already be determined during the hearings. There were a total of 85 congressmen present either virtually or physically during the voting. All 46 members of the House Committee on Legislative Franchises were present either physically or online, while 39 ex-officio members also showed up to vote. The members were asked to vote on whether they will adopt the resolution denying the franchise bid of ABS-CBN. Therefore, a yes vote would mean that a member agrees with the resolution to deny the franchise of the TV network, while a no vote would mean a member refuses to adopt the resolution, therefore agreeing to granting ABS-CBN a franchise to operate. Congressmen Zarate and Benny Abante were quick to register their support for ABS-CBN as they voted against the resolution. Before the hearing ended, Congressman Alvarez announced that 70 members voted yes to denying the franchise, while 11 voted no, with 1 inhibition and 0 abstention. Sean, a motion for reconsideration can be filed by a member of the committee who voted with the majority. The MR could be filed today or the day after the meeting, but Congressman Marcoleta, who is among those who are opposing the franchise of ABS-CBN, said that the appeal is not possible anymore because the bill is considered a dead measure. Sean?
All right, Mel, can you take me through the numbers? We were expecting 85 votes, but it seems like you have given us a number that only totals 82. What happened to the other 3?
I also don't know, Sean. I was also actually asking about that, why the numbers do not tally. I've been researching about it, but I'm not getting information yet from the congressmen. I've been also looking at the numbers. They don't add up. They said they have 85 members present at the plenary virtually or physically, but the votes rendered only 82. I hope I could get back to you about these numbers, Sean.
All right, just a very interesting thing. But really, Mean, what happens next now for pro-ABS-CBN lawmakers such as Carlos Zarate and other members of the minority? Is there still a next step? Because we just spoke to Congressman Rufus Rodriguez, and he says it's pretty much wait until 2022. Did you hear anything to the contrary?
Of course, Sean, any member of the committee could file a new bill supporting or filing for a new franchise bill for ABS-CBN. But again, Congressman Marcoleta said that if someone or a congressman would decide to file a new bill for ABS-CBN's 25-year franchise, he couldn't see any difference with the same setup and same congressmen, because if they were rejected today, then same thing would happen. And again, they would reschedule the hearings, and for how long and when, that's another question, Sean. So if a new bill will be filed in 2022, Congressman Marcoleta asked, is the frequency now allotted to ABS-CBN still free? Because he said that the effect of this rejection, franchise rejection of ABS-CBN, is actually losing the frequency that they have right now. So he's asking if it's still possible to file a new bill in 2022 after the Duterte administration, because the frequency might not be available by that time, Sean.
I guess after today, the next question will be what happens to that frequency. But let's still focus on today, Mean. That TWG report. Now, we've been talking about it all day, and we know that the TWG was formed only yesterday. That means they only came up with this report overnight. Now, it's kind of a little bit contentious at the moment. One day coming up with this 40-page report. How were they able to decide overnight, and how intense were these debates really? Because Rep. Zarates said that he wasn't even consulted. What went on there?
I'm actually not privy as to how the debates went on, but Congressman Pablo Garcia, who was the chairman of the TWG, said that it was there was an exhaustive debates and discussions before they were able to come up with the 40-page report. I browsed through it, Sean. I was able to get a copy of the TWG report, and it was quite written well. All points covered, from the citizenship of Gabi Lopez to the PDRs to the tax evasion cases, and even up to the issue of press freedom. And I read from the TWG report that the committee decided to reject ABS-CBN's franchise, but it has nothing to do with press freedom. It's just a decision of the committee to reject the franchise bid because they believe that the network does not deserve it, Sean.
Nevertheless, we can't deny that emotions are really running high right now. Any sentiments from other lawmakers you might have come across today in the Batasan?
We were able to interview Congressman Benny Abante, one of those few congressmen who are supporting the franchise bid of ABS-CBN. And he said that he could have wished that the bill actually passed the committee level and sponsored at the plenary, so that all of the congressmen, 302 in total, could have that opportunity to debate and discuss on the franchise of ABS-CBN, instead of just having the vote and being decided by just 46 or 92. The most this afternoon, there were 85 of them deciding on the fate of ABS-CBN. Congressman Abante said it would have been better if all of the congressmen were given the chance to vote on it and decide on the fate of ABS-CBN's franchise.
All right, a lot of things still, I guess, about to unfold. Thank you very much for that update so far. Mean Los Baños joining us live again from the Batasan Pambansa.